I'm Elise of Alibe Custom Designs. Today I'll be doing a tutorial on customized chip bags and water bottles. And if this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know when I add new content. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, this tutorial I am showing how I put my customized chip bag together. Of course, you're going to need your templates, and I just designed these in my silhouette. I actually just work with boxes and triangles. So you'll have the center one for your main part of the chip bag, and then you'll have the sides, which is actually your back, and then the top and the bottom. I'll link in the description the actual dimensions that I use, because I'm not sure right off the top of my head. When I do my templates, I always make sure that I put what's in it. So for instance, this will be for my lays, so contents, it just says lays. That way you know exactly what's in the chip bag. You're going to need some double-sided tape. I use the ATV, the Advanced Tape Glider. I absolutely love this. If for some reason I'm out of refills for this, then I just use the Tombow. I think I got these at Joann's. You just buy the dispenser once, and then you can buy actual refills to go with that. The Dollar Tree sells a double-sided tape, although I've never used it before. I guess it's the $1.25 now. And then you have to lay it down, cut it, and then, oh, my light went off. Lay it down, cut it, and then just pull the other side off of it. You'll need, of course, some scissors, just depending on the look that you're going for. Sometimes I use pinking shears. Let's see why that went out. Sometimes I use pinking shears, paper crimper. This one I got off of Amazon. They actually has different designs. This one is just the straight lines. But the brand is Marvy. I think I paid like about 12 bucks for it. But it actually gives you that line effect that you see on the very top of the chip bags. And then I like to use a paper cutter for when I'm actually cutting. However, the only thing that I will use the paper cutter for is to cut the templates for my water bottles, because for these I used to leave the sides and cut off the bottoms. And the reason why I leave the sides is it gives you that effect you see of the white line that goes down the center of the chip bags. But now I just leave the bottoms because I use the pinking shears on mine, and it just gives me a little more to cut when I'm cutting it. So by the time I'm done, that white border is gone off of the top and the bottom. And this was just designed for a certain theme. It's, I don't know, a rainbow cloud theme. So this is the shirt that I made to go with it. This is just done, sublimated on Easy Subli. I used the puff vinyl for the name and the clouds and the 9, just to kind of give it a little pop. So that's what these are designed around, that theme. For the water bottles, I just take, actually, this section of the water bottle, the label is so thin. So I just take the label off, but the space that the label fits in is a lot wider than the label. So I like to fit in the whole space. So I just measure from here to here, which I think was 1 1/4. And then I just measure how long it was. So that was the water bottle that actually goes with this set. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and then also, I'm sorry, as far as the things that I put on it, the barcodes are really easy to get. You could just Google barcodes. I always Google barcode PNG because I don't like the white border around my barcode. And then as far as the nutritional facts go, I just Google nutritional facts for whatever it is that I'm doing. So this happens to be for a birthday party. So I just Google nutritional facts for a birthday. If it's a baby shower, you can Google nutritional facts for baby shower. So whatever it is that you're doing for, you should be able to find those, or you can design them yourself. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I like to overlap. So the part that has the nutritional facts, I like to overlap it over the other part, and I actually leave a little more border on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run tape around all 3 corners, not the corner that folds in first. And I will kind of explain that to you why in just a second. So the first thing I'm doing is you're going to try to center your chips. And then after I do this one too, I realized I did not talk about the paper that I used, but I'll kind of go over that one. So we're going to throw this first one in. And then we're going to bring our second one in. And try to make sure you got it all even. Okay, now the reason why I don't put tape on that part that actually folds in first, because if it sticks and there's something that's crooked and you need to rotate something, you can't move it. So that's the way I do that one. And then I am just going to start here and just kind of put those 2 ends together, kind of fold out as I go. And that one's closed. And then on this end, I'm going to do the same thing as well. And now we have that one closed. Okay. What I'm going to do next is I'll run it through the paper crimper. So we'll just get it. I'll turn it this way. And I kind of advance it a little bit. So once I know it's caught, then I just turn it, come back, and turn it one more time. Now, you can leave that white border there, or you can use your pinky shears, which I actually like to do sometimes, and just kind of cut right across. Okay, and that end of the bag is done. And we're going to do the same thing for the bottom. Turn it a little bit. Once I know I've got it caught, we're going to turn, bring it back, and turn it one more time. And I like to crimp my, use the pinky shears. Alright, so that's the bag for that. Now, as far as the paper, I will tell you this, there's a couple of options. There is, some people use this paper, and this is actually from the Dollar Tree. It's not a bad paper to use, but it's not the best paper to use for the chips. And the reason why I say that is, of course, the lower the pound of the paper, the thinner it's going to be. So this is actually a 48 pounds, so it's kind of rigid. It's a little thick. So sometimes it makes it a little harder to wrap it around your chip bags. I actually prefer to use this brand, and this is the Koala, and it's Inkjet Glossy photo paper. The pound weight of this is 36 pounds. So it's a little more pliable, and it's a little easier to use when you're actually wrapping it around your bag. Again, my favorite place to get stuff, Amazon. You get 100 sheets, and it was like 11 bucks for 100 sheets. So some people like to use the brochure paper. So again, it's a matter of choice, but again, the thicker the paper, the more difficult it's going to be to actually wrap it. So I'll do one more for you guys. All right, so again, we're just going to go around all 3 edges except for the edge that gets folded in first. I'm actually going to, I hate this yellow here on there. That's a result of my daughter. I had to explain to her, this mat is not for painting on. But actually the person who bought this order actually has bought several things from me. But sometimes I just throw in a little freebie. So this will be the free gift. This is, it's kind of like a little backpack. This was just a practice thing that I had done. I to be honest, I cannot tell you where I got them. I've had them for so long, but they were like about 75 cents a piece. So I'm going to sublimate what's on the front of the chip bag on here. And just give it to her as a free gift. Just kind of thanking her for her business. Alright, so we got our tape on here. This one is for Lay's as well. Again, we're going to center. Fold it in. Grab our side that overlaps. And fold it in. Try to get it as straight as you can. Okay. And then that way you can turn it. Again, you can turn, you can reposition and all that kind of good stuff if you need to. So just grab it. And we're just going to put those together. Press out. And we'll do the same for this end. Grab it. And press. Press those. Press that. And there you are. And then we'll run it through our paper crimper. Get started. It's a little easier to pick it up. Go through. And when I pick it up and I'm advancing it through, I'm actually looking for when that border hits. So then I know to come back. And then we're going to go again and come back out. We'll do the same thing for this end. Again, matter of preference if you'd like to leave that. Actually, I'm looking at these two. I actually think I like it better with this white border like that. I think I'm going to not use the pinky shears and leave it like that. So, again, I will link in the description where I actually purchased things at and the actual dimensions for the designing part of this. So thank you, and if it's your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you know when I add new content. Kind of new with this, so I plan to at least one day a week to add new content. The next tutorial that I'm actually going to put up, and it should be probably within the next couple of days, is I am going to do the glitter burst on a cup. So this is going to be the one that I'm going to use, shamrocks. So I'm actually going to do the video while I'm making that cup. So thank you for tuning in and have a good day.